Alright, Taylor formula with remainder. Definition: if a function f has derivative through order n at some number c, then the nth order Taylor polynomial of f at c is defined as, so let's say p of n is given as the polynomial of x, then is equal to f of c plus the first derivative of c, x minus c over 1 factorial, plus the second derivative of f, c, x minus c raised to the power of 2 over 2 factorial, or 2 times 1, plus f, that's the third derivative of f, then x minus c raised to the power of 3 over 3 factorial, and then plus f, the fourth derivative of f, x minus c over raised to the power of 4 over 4 factorial, continuously like that, then till it reaches plus that's the nth derivative of f, then into x minus c raised to the power of n over n factorial. So that is what it means when we say, that's what it means when we have a function. So now let's take a look at an example. Let's say that we have to compute, we're going to say compute the Taylor representation of sin x near c equals pi over 6, and use the Taylor polynomial to approximate it, to approximate 32 degree. So we want to approximate 32 degree. So the first thing we do is that you remember that the polynomial says f of x, or you can use f of x. F of x is the same as p of x. F of x is equal to f of c, then plus f prime of c, x minus c over 1 factorial, then plus the f prime, that's the second derivative, then into x minus c 2 factorial, then plus the third derivative of c, x minus c, then this is raised to the power of 3 over 3 factorial, then we have f, the fourth derivative of c, just like we did previously. So this is how you're going to do it now. Then continuously like that. We're going to stop at 5, so we'll do it continuously like that. So we'll stop in here, so continuous like that. So at this point, there are some basic things that we need. Yeah, x in the question is given as 32, that's sin 32. Then you can convert it to, is in degree, so you convert it to radian. So in converting it to radian, x will be equal to 32 multiplied by pi over 180, which is the same as 8 pi over 45, and c from the question is given as pi over 6. So the next thing we go on to do is that since f of x is given as sin x, right? Okay, so we need the f of f prime of x, we need the f prime of x, that's the second derivative, we need the third derivative, we need the fourth derivative, and we need the fifth derivative. We need the fifth derivative of x. So now the f of x is given as sin x. The fourth derivative, that differentiation of sin x, is going to be cos x. Then the second derivative of f of x, that we are going to differentiate cos x again, we have minus sin x. Then the third derivative, you are going to differentiate minus sin x, which is going to be minus cos x, and you differentiate minus cos x, which is going to give you sin x, and finally you differentiate sin x, which is going to give you cos x. So therefore we'll then go ahead to to transfer it, we need to get our f of c. So f of c is simply the same as sine c, and c is given as sine pi over 6, which is equal to 1 over 2. Now pi is 180, so you simply divide it. 180 divided by 6, which is going to give you 30. So sine 30 is 1 over 2. Then you go ahead for f prime of c. F prime of c is going to be cos pi over 6, then which is going to be root 3 over 2, and f prime prime of c, that is second derivative, which is going to be minus sine pi over 6, which is the same as minus 1 over 2, and we have f prime prime prime, that's the third derivative, which is equal to minus cos pi over 6, which is equal to negative root 3 over 2, and we have the fourth derivative, which is going to be sine pi over 6, which is the same as 1 over 2, and finally we have the fifth derivative, which is going to be cos pi over 6, and that is root 3 over 2. Okay, so since we already know that x is equal to 32 in degree, and that same x is equal to 8 pi over 45 in radian, so we go ahead to look for x minus c. So x is 8 pi over 45, then minus, what is c? C is given as pi over 6. So at this point you can find the LCM. The LCM is 270. So 45 divided by 270 will give you 6. So 8 times 6 should give you 48 pi. We have 48 pi, then minus 6 divided by 27 will give you 45. Then 45 times pi will give you 45 pi. So what do we have? We are going to have 3 pi over 2270, and that is pi over 90. Therefore, the value of x minus c is equal to pi over 90. So at this point, you can actually bring it back to the formula from the previous equation, and that is f of x, right? F of x is equal to f of c. F of c is 1 over 2, then plus f prime of c, which is root 3 over 2, multiplied by s minus c, that is pi over 90, then divided by, that is 1 factorial, then plus, that's the other one, minus 1 over 2. So you just compute it, pi over 90 square, then over 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 2, actually putting it back into the original formula that we have. Then for the third one, that is that's f prime prime of c. F prime prime of c is root 3 over 2 multiplied by pi over 90, that is x minus c cube. So you're going to cube it, then over 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 6, then plus we have 1 over 2, that's the fourth derivative of c, then which is 1 over 2, and x minus c, which is pi over 90 raised to the power of 4, then divided by 4 factorial. 4 factorial is simply 24, and then lastly we are going to have that is root 3 over 2, then into pi over 90 raised to the power of 5 over 5 factorial is 120, then continuously like that. So f of x is the same as what? The same as sine 32, because we are actually dealing with sine 32. So we are going to have, so at this point we are going to rearrange it, 1 over 2, then plus, this can easily be pi multiplied by root 3 over 2 times 90, then minus, that's pi square over 2 times 2 times 90 square, then minus plus, then pi cube multiplied by 3, then over 2 times 6 times 90 cube, and then plus pi raised to the power of 4, then divided by 2 times 24. 2 times 24 times 90 raised to the power of 4, then plus root 3 multiplied by pi raised to the power of 5, then over 2 times 120 multiplied by 90 raised to the power of 5. Okay, so here we are. At this point, what do we need to do? We just need to 1 divided by 2 is 0.5, then plus, if you enter this in your calculator, you're going to have 0.0302, then minus 3.02486 times 10 raised to the power of minus 4, then minus 6.1465 times 10 raised to the power of minus 6, and plus 3.00980 times 10 raised to the power of minus 8, then plus 3.7477, then times 10 raised to the power of minus 10. Alright, so which gives us 0.52988. So that is how to so that is the solution. So thanks you guys for watching.